everyone, it's Leah with Union County 4-H. Today I'm here to share with you a special recipe from National 4-H. It's called zucchini bread. It's a fun and healthy dessert that you can make with your family or just by yourself, and the star ingredient is zucchini. Now zucchini is a summer squash family. It's in the summer squash family, but it actually is a fruit because it has seeds. So botanically it's a fruit. Nutritionally, it has a lot of vitamin A and potassium, so it's pretty healthy for you too. So we're also going to be doing a lot of measuring today in this recipe. So we'll be using a liquid measuring cup, a dry measuring cup, and measuring spoons. That's about all the materials that you're going to need, but here are the ingredients. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of whole wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 3 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 3 eggs, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 2 1/4 cup of white sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, although I like to go a little overboard with vanilla, and 2 cups of zucchinis. You can also add chocolate chips or walnuts if you want to. They are a great addition to it. So my hair is pulled back, my hands are washed. Let's start baking. Now it's time to grease and flour your pan. It's very important to do this so that your bread doesn't stick to the pan and it's much easier to clean. So you're going to take your bread pan, take some cooking oil, cooking spray, and spray it all over. And I like to do it over a kitchen sink or something so you don't get it everywhere. All right, I have a sifter. A sifter will help me with spreading the flour evenly over the top of the baking pan. To make sure that all the edges are done. Sometimes I'll just tap. There you have it. The first step is to grate your zucchini. Now I have a food processor here, but you can also hand grate it with a grater yourself. But when you do it, make sure that you have your parents' help. So let's try this out. The next step is to mix all the dry ingredients together. So we have our 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Now I have the recipe right beside me so I can double check as I go. I'm making sure to scrape off the top so it's an even 1 cup. And now we need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. So again, I'm like shaking it so that it's a nice even cup, 1 cup. And I think all of that's gonna be around 2 cups. I've already measured out my baking soda, my salt, and my cinnamon, so I'll go ahead and add those in. All right, so I also need baking powder, and it calls for 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. It's cool that this already has a way to measure out evenly. All right, double checking as I go along. And now I'm going to take my wooden spoon and incorporate it to everything. Now it's time to beat in our eggs, sugar, and vanilla and vegetable oil. So it calls for 2 1/4 cup of sugar. Nice big bowl for this. and 1/4 cup. Okay. Now, I'm checking my recipe as I go. It calls for 1 cup of vegetable oil. So we're going to switch this around. It's good to get it at eye level. There we go. I'm mixing it up a little bit, but we're going to beat it with a hand mixer in a few seconds. All right. Now that we have everything mixed together, it's time to fold in the star ingredient, zucchini, and also some chocolate chips because I like them sweet. I have a spatula here that I'm going to use to kind of mash down and level off 2 cups of zucchini. So there's 1. It's a fun word to say too, isn't it? Zucchini. This was just 2 large zucchini and it worked very well. Have a little bit left over that can be used for something else. All right. So when we fold in, we want to scrape chocolate chips. I have 1/2 cup, but I'm going to add a little bit more. There we go. All right, so back to when we fold in, we want to scrape around, and this is very, very thick. Very thick. Fold and scrape around and fold over. Scrape around and fold over. So you're not quite mixing, but you're still incorporating it. How does it look? All right, now it's time to put it into our pre-greased and floured baking pan. It smells so good, y'all. Gosh. And this is filling up about 1/2 to 3/4 of the pan, which is going to be perfect. Oh my, I am so excited to eat this. Get all the good stuff out. And now it's ready to bake. And now it's time to put it in the oven. The oven is preheated at 325, and I am carefully going to put it in. It's been about 60 minutes, so it's time to see what our bread looks like. Let's take a look. And when you're taking anything out of the oven, make sure you have an adult to help you and use pot holders. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's bubbling up so well. All right, so we gotta see if it's done. And so the way you check if it's done is if you use a toothpick to stick in the middle of your bread. If it comes out clean, then it is done. If it comes out runny, then you know it needs more time to cook. I can't wait to try it.